Hi, I'm Miss Francis, and we're going to look at some different ways in which you can use Numicon to solve some simple number problems. So, today we're going to look at counting, one more and one less than number problems, addition and subtraction, and number bonds as well. So, first of all, we've got all our Numicon pieces here. So, we're going to look at counting and just what each piece of Numicon represents. So for this, we simply just count the holes. So number one, got this piece here, it's got one hole. So that represents number one. Number two, we've got 1, 2. That represents number two because there are two holes in this piece. Number three, we've got 1, 2, 3. So that's number three. 1, 2, 3, 4. That represents number 4, etc. So that goes up to 10. And the good thing is, if you want to work beyond 10, you can just simply combine the pieces together as well. And then you still count the holes, which represent your given number. So that's good for teen numbers and things as well. So first of all, let's look at addition. So as an example, we're going to look at the number problem 4 add 3. So 4 plus 3. So we will start with our number 4 piece. So this is number 4 because it has the 4 holes. That represents number 4. And number 3 because we're adding 3. And this one is 1, 2, 3 holes. That represents number 3. So for this, what we do is we just simply pop the pieces together and we just count all the holes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that is our answer. Oh, pop that there. Lovely. And a good way to check this, we've got the number 7 piece Numicon here. A good way to double check your answer is just to compare these pieces. As you can see, they're both the same sort of shape, and they've both got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 holes. So you can see they look the same. So that's a really nice way to just compare your, to double check your answer. Going on to subtraction, so we're going to do 6 take away 2. So 6 minus 2, we've got the number 6 here. So as you can see, this is the number we're starting with, number 6. This is sort of greeny colour. And how we're going to find out our answer is we want to see how many spaces on this colour is left. So I've got the number 2 because we are taking away 2. And what I'm going to do is just grab my number 2 piece and pop it on top of the number 6. Because we are taking away, we're going to cover some of the holes up. So I'll pop my number 2 piece on top of the number 6. And like I said, we're looking at how many holes are in this colour that are left. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And that gives you your answer there. So 6 take away 2 equals 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's how you could use Numicon for simple subtraction. So one more then problems. So if I just line these up nicely. So if we line the pieces up, so you've got all your Numicon pieces in order, you'll notice there is a nice sort of straight line along the bottom. So this just makes it a little bit easier to see the relationship between the numbers like in each piece, because it nice straight line, and you can see it just sort of goes up like this each time. So what I mean by that is if I was to turn this bit around, for example, you would have a gap. You'd have this gap here, you wouldn't have this straight line, and it just sort of ruins the sequence. So it just makes it a little bit more tricky. So if we have it all that way, got the nice line along the bottom, it just makes it a little bit easier. Okay, so as an example of finding out one more than a given number, I'm going to look at, let's go for number 3. I'm going to look at one more than number 3. So because we are adding one more, I'm going to use my number 1 Numicon piece. And what I would do for this is simply just pop it in the gap, and then that gives you your answer. So 1 more than 3 is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a way you can double check that, again, you can just compare with the number 4. As you can see, they are the same shape with the same amount of holes in each piece of Numicon. Okay. One less than number problem. So finding out one less than a given number. Let's go for number 6. Again, similar to subtraction, we're going to look, we've got this greeny colour again here. We're going to see how many holes are left in this particular colour. Okay, and we're going to look at one less. So we've got the number 1 here. Because we are looking at one less, we've got the number 1 Numicon piece here. And again, same with subtraction, you'd use it to just cover up. Okay, so 1 less than 6. I'd use my 1 piece here, pop it on top of the number 6, and we're looking, oh, just straighten that up, just looking at how many holes are left in this colour here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1 less than 6 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's how you could use it for one less. Okay, and so moving on to number bonds. This is something we've been looking at this week, particularly number bonds to 10. So we're looking at different ways in which we can make the number 10. So what 2 numbers could we put together to make the number 10? So in this case, I would start with my number 10, because we are looking at what numbers we can put together to find number 10. And right, let's go for number 8. So I'm going to pop number 8. We're going to find out how many more we need to make the number 10. So number 8, again, you'd use covering up. So you'd pop the number 8 on top of the number 10. And then as you can see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And to make 10, we need 1, 2. And that is your number bond. So we have 8 add 2 equals 10. So that is them all together. Okay, so another example, if we go for, oh, actually, no, let's go for number 4. So we've got number 4. We want to find out how many more we need to get to the number 10. So I've got number 4. I'm going to pop it on my 10 Numicon piece here. And as you can see, we've got number 4. How many more do we need to get to number 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that is your number bond to 10. So 4 add 6 equals 10. And a good way to check this, you can actually grab your separate pieces. So 4 and 6. We can double check that they make 10 by putting them both on the 10 piece. And as you can see, it covers up. And you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So again, that's a really nice way of double checking your answer. Okay, so that is your number bonds to 10. Okay, so yes, they're just some of the ways that you can use Numicon to solve some simple number problems. So we've covered counting, one more, one less, addition, subtraction, and number bonds. Of course, those are just a few of the ways that you can use Numicon. So I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you for listening and for watching, and have a lovely day. Thank you.